Hello, good evening all, good evening. So let's start a session. So today we are going to see reading comprehension. Yes, we are going to solve some, we are going to solve some passages. Very important passages are there. So without any further delay, let's start. Okay, so before starting, let me introduce myself. I'm Reeba. I'm working as an English trainer for the last 4 years. I'm a literature graduate. Currently, I'm doing my MBA. And that's all about me. And let's see what are the benefits of, what are the benefits of Plus and iconic subscriptions. Yes, let's see the benefits of Plus and iconic subscription. Afterwards, let's move to the passage. Yes, in Plus subscription, all the classes will be live classes. There will be weekly tests. All the courses will be structured courses. No limitations will be there. You will get customized study plans, study materials, specialized notes, practice sets, PDFs, and all will be there. And you will get experts guidelines. You will get guidelines showing experts, and you will get personal guidance also. Not only that, there will be test analysis. Okay. And those are some benefits of Plus subscription. Let's see different plans. Starting from 1 month up to 2 years plan were there. 1, 3, 6, 12 and 24. And for 1 month, 1,350 rupees, and starting from 1,350 rupees, yes, just 325 rupees plans were also available. And that's the actual rate. Here you can apply my coupon code REBA10. If you apply my coupon code, you will get 10% discount. And not only that, there's an iconic subscription too. Here also you have different plans. 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, different plans are there. And you can choose the most appropriate plan for you. Here also you can apply my coupon code so that you will get 10% discount. Yes, and iconic subscription features. You will get priority. Priority in what all cases? Priority in doubt solving and priority in live classes. Priority in doubt solving through app. Okay, through Unacademy's app. There's a feature called Doubts and Solution. So you can go there and upload your academic doubts. Yes. And priority in live classes. Yes, that's special classes. You will get priority if you are an iconic subscriber. And not only that, on 30th January, yes, at 10 a.m., there will be, yes, combat. Bank regulatory combat. RBI assistant exam based combat. Yes. So there will be 30 questions in just 50 minutes. Okay. And don't miss this chance to win scholarship worth rupees 1 crore rupees. See, rupees 1 crore and most many yes, gifts are there only for you. Samsung mobile phone, Amazon vouchers are still waiting for you. So yes, do check it. Okay, and that's all. Let's begin our session. Today's session is reading comprehension. Okay, so reading comprehension is very familiar to all of you. Yes, from childhood days onwards, we are solving passages. It's very easy to. There will be a passage and some questions will be asked from the given passage and we have to answer that. Simply, this is reading comprehension. That's very easy. But what is the change? Now also we are from childhood days, from childhood days to now, we are solving passages. What's the purpose of reading comprehension? Many students often misunderstand that reading comprehension means, or reading comprehension is the ability, or is the ability to test, or it's a test to check the ability of a person to read fastly. No, that's not actually reading comprehension. So what do you mean by reading comprehension? Reading comprehension tests a person, how much a person can read a language and how much he can understand. Okay, that's simply reading comprehension. So, what is the major change from the childhood days passages and from today's passages? Yes, the difficulty level changed. From our school days, we are solving the passages, but at that time, we are getting some interesting short stories or very interesting passages, all like that. But here, seriously saying the passages won't be interesting. Okay, so remember the only way to, yes, it will only way to, yes, solve the passage or, yes, crack the reading comprehension is practice. And later I will give you some tips. Yes, we can see throughout the class many tips were there. Yes, there are many tips. So, yes. Now let's start. So this is the first passage, first paragraph of the first passage. Okay. Second paragraph and last paragraph. That means our final paragraph is here. Okay. So, and some questions also. First, second, third, I think 9 questions for the first passage. Yes, 9 questions. Okay, so the first tip before reading, let me give you the first tip. And what is the first tip? What is the first tip? Yes. First of all, whenever you get a passage like this, don't read the passage first. You have to read the questions first. You have to go for the questions. Then, after reading the questions, you will get idea of what all questions are asked. So, definitely, you will search for the answers throughout the passage. Okay, so it will save a lot of time and it won't be that much tiresome. Okay, so let's start by reading the questions. Yes. So please read the questions with all options. The first one, which of the following titles best summarizes the contents of the passage? 5 options are there. Please go through the options. Yes, please go through the options. Yes. Actually, today's passage is very easy. Yes. Yes, so have you read the first question? Read the second one. According to the passage, the speed with which tryptophan is provided to the brain cells of a rat varies with the dash. Read the options. Yes. Yes. Have you completed reading the options? Then go for the third question. According to the passage, when the authors began their first studies, they were aware that dash. Read the, yes, do read the options. Yes. Yes, please do read the options. Yes. And fourth question. According to the passage, one reason that the authors gave rats carbohydrates was to dash. Read the options. Yes. Please do read the options. Yes. Have you read the passage? Then, sorry, options. Next question. According to the passage, the more protein a rat consumes, the lower will be the dash. Read the options. Yes. Read the options. For all questions, 5 options are there. Okay. Yes. And the next question, the author's discussion of the mechanism that provides blood tryptophan to the brain cells, lines 31 to 32, is meant to dash. Again, please do read the options. Yes. Those options are very important. Yes. And the seventh question, according to the passage, an injection of insulin was most similar in its effect on rats to an injection of dash. Again, and the eighth question, it can be inferred from the passage that which of the following would be least likely, it's least, not most likely, it's least likely. Be careful while answering. To be a potential source of aid to a patient who is not adequately producing and releasing serotonin. Yes. Go to the options. Yes. Please go through the Yes, please go through the options. And the last question. It can be inferred from the passage that the authors initially held which of the following hypothesis about what would happen when they fed large amounts of protein to rats. Again, five options are there. Please take out the options. Please read all options. Five options are there. Please read the five options. Yes. Yes. So have you read the options? So we have completed all the questions. Then we can go for the passage. It's time to read the passage. So the passage is divided into three paragraphs, and each paragraph is shown in or given in each slide. Okay, each slide. So the first paragraph. Yes, please read the first paragraph. No need to rush. We have enough time because we are practicing now. Yes, in the coming week also we can see a lot of practice sessions. This is the first part, reading comprehension. It's very important. So read the passage carefully. Yes, do read the passage carefully. First paragraph. Yes, do read the first paragraph. Actually, first paragraph is very small. Yes. Have you read completely? Then, if there is anybody left to read, come with me. We can read together. It was once believed that the brain was independent of metabolic processes occurring elsewhere in the body. In recent studies, however, we have discovered that the production and release in brain neurons of the neurotransmitter serotonin. Neurotransmitters are compounds that neurons use to transmit signals to other cells, depend directly on the food that the body processes. That's the first paragraph. Then read the second paragraph. Yes, please do read the second paragraph. You will have 1 minute time. I think 1 minute is enough to read this passage. Do the Yes, do read the second paragraph. Yes, read. Do read the passage carefully. The second paragraph. Yes, this one is the second paragraph, so read it carefully. Yes, do read the second paragraph carefully. Yes, yes, do read the second paragraph. Have you completed reading the second paragraph? Yes, read it carefully. We have enough time. Yes, yes. So have you completed? Then if anybody remaining to complete, do join with me. Yes. Our first study sought to determine whether the increase in serotonin observed in rats given a large injection of the amino acid tryptophan might also occur after rats ate meals that change tryptophan levels in the blood. We found that immediately after the rats began to eat, parallel elevations occurred in blood tryptophan, brain tryptophan, and brain serotonin levels. These findings suggested that the production and release of serotonin in brain neurons were normally coupled with blood tryptophan increases. In later studies, we found that injecting insulin into a rat's bloodstream also caused parallel elevations in blood and brain tryptophan levels and in serotonin levels. We then decided to see whether the secretion of the animal's own insulin similarly affected serotonin production. We gave the rats a carbohydrate containing meal that we knew would elicit insulin secretion. As we had hypothesized, the blood tryptophan level and the concentrations of tryptophan serotonin in the brain increased after the meal. Yes, so that's the second paragraph. Then go for the last paragraph, final paragraph. Just read the final paragraph. Yes. Yes. Read it carefully. Yes. Yes. Read the final paragraph carefully. Yes. Yes. So, have you completed reading? Anybody there? Yes. Do read? Yes. So, yes. Surprisingly, however, when we added a large amount of protein to the meal, brain tryptophan and serotonin levels fell. Since protein contains tryptophan, why should it depress brain tryptophan levels? The answer lies in the mechanism that provides blood tryptophan to the brain cells. The same mechanism also provides the brain cells with other amino acids found in protein, such as tyrosine and leucine. The consumption of protein increases blood concentration of the other amino acids much more proportionately than it does that of tryptophan. The more protein in the meal, the lower is the ratio of the resulting blood tryptophan concentration to the concentration of competing amino acids, and the more slowly is tryptophan provided to the brain. Thus, the more protein in a meal, the less serotonin subsequently produced and released. Okay? Yes. So we have completed reading the first passage. Yes. Let's see. Okay, now it's time to read the passage carefully. Okay, let's read the passage carefully. Okay, starting from the, let's start from the beginning. See, actually, all the today's passage, today I just took only two passages. Both the passages are very easy and simple. Okay, yes, let's see anyway. Okay, so the first, let's see all the passages in detail. Okay, yes. It was once believed that the brain was independent of metabolic processes occurring elsewhere in the body. So, ancient belief was the brain is completely independent of whatever metabolic processes occurs elsewhere in the body. The brain is totally independent. That's the ancient belief. But in recent studies, however, we have discovered that the production and releasing brain neurons of the neurotransmitter serotonin depend directly on the food that the body processes. But in recent studies, they, who is we? Yes, we, here we means the authors. We authors, maybe two or more than two authors. We, okay. We refer to authors. It's not a single honor passage. Yes, multiple authors. All they combined and wrote the passage. Yes. So coming to the passage, in recent studies, they came to discover that the production and releasing brain neurons of the neurotransmitter serotonin. So after that, they are explaining what you mean by neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are some compounds that neutrons use to transmit signals to other cells. Okay, here neutrons are transmitting signals from one cell to other cells using neurotransmitters. They are compounds. Okay, and Here, in recent studies, it is proved that the production and release in brain neurons of the neurotransmitter serotonin depend directly on the food that the body processes. So they have simulation, yes. Okay, so that's the first passage, sorry, first paragraph. And the second one. A first study sought to determine whether the increase in serotonin observed in rats given a large injection of the amino acid tryptophan might also occur after rats ate meals that change tryptophan levels in the blood. Yes. So that's a second clue. Their first studies determined whether the increase in serotonin observed in rats. Okay, they are experimenting in rats, and that's the first experiment. That's the first experiment. Okay, first one. They're experimenting in rats. What was the first experiment? Rats were given a large injection of amino acid tryptophan. Might also, tryptophan means that's an amino acid contains a large amount of protein. Okay, that's tryptophan. Also occur after rats ate meal that change tryptophan levels in the blood. Okay, so after rats ate the meal, then also there's a change occur that change tryptophan levels in the blood. Okay, and we found that authors found that immediately after the rats began to eat, parallel elevations occurred in blood tryptophan, brain tryptophan, and brain serotonin levels. So, what do you mean by parallel elevations? Elevations means rise, which means as soon as the rats began to eat, then all those levels increased. What all are there? They blood tryptophan, brain serotonin levels. Okay. Yes, all those three levels just increased. Okay. Yes. Yes. Serotonin levels. All those increased. Let me remind you. Yes. Again, blood tryptophan, brain tryptophan, and brain serotonin levels. Okay, and these findings suggested that the production and experiment occurred, and these findings, what are the findings? Suggested that the production and release of serotonin in brain neurons were normally coupled with blood tryptophan increases. Okay, that's the first finding. Again, first experiments, first finding. In later studies, we found that injecting insulin into a rat's bloodstream also caused parallel elevations in blood and brain tryptophan levels and serotonin levels. And the second study, yes, second one, yes, injecting insulin levels, blood tryptophan, yes, and serotonin levels. We then decide to see whether the secretion of the animal's own insulin similarly affected serotonin production. Yes. And that's the third experiment. Yes. Okay. We gave the rats so that what they did, they're going to find the secretion, whether the secretion of the animal's own insulin make any changes. Yes. So what they did, as we had hypothesized, the blood tryptophan level and the concentration of tryptophan serotonin in the brain increased after the meal. And that's the result. What they did, they gave the rats a carbohydrate containing meal that we knew would elicit insulin secretion. What they did? What's the third experiment? They just gave the rats a carbohydrate containing meal and would elicit insulin secretion. Okay. And what was the change there? Surprisingly, yes, that's a what's a change there? Blood, all those levels increased. Okay, no changes, same as the above experiments. And the fourth experiment, yes, see the fourth experiment. This is the fourth one. Surprisingly, however, when we added a large amount of protein to the meal, and that's the fourth experiment. Okay, see, this is the fourth experiment. Then all those levels fell down. Okay, fourth experiment. They had done 4 experiments, and in fourth experiment, all the levels decreases. Since protein contains, then that's a question. Next one is a question. Since protein contains tryptophan, why should it depress brain tryptophan levels? Since protein contains tryptophan, why should it depress brain tryptophan levels? Yes, the answer lies in the mechanism that provides blood tryptophan to the brain cells. The same mechanism also provides the brain cells with other amino acids found in protein, such as tyrosine and leucine. The consumption of protein increases blood concentration of the other amino acids much more proportionately than it does that of tryptophan. The more protein in the meal, the lower is the ratio of the resulting blood tryptophan concentration to the concentration of competing amino acids. And the more, that's a result. Okay, that's a final result and that's a conclusion. Yes. Thus, the more protein in a meal, less serotonin subsequently produced. Yes, produced and released. Okay. Okay, so that's all about the passage. Okay, let's see, let's solve the questions. So, which of the following titles best summarizes the contents of the passage? What is the best title for the passage? Please do find out from the, yes, find out from the options. Yes, yes, you will have 1 minute time to check the options. Yes, go find the correct answer. Yes. 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 Which is the best title for the passage? Let's read. Neurotransmitters, their crucial function in cellular communication, diet and survival, and all relationship re-examine, the blood supply and the brain, the reciprocal dependence, amino acids and neurotransmitters, the connection between serotonin levels and tyrosine, the effects of food intake on the production and release of serotonin. So first of all, let's eliminate the unwanted options or options that is not mentioned in the passage. So is there any options like that? Yes, there is. There are. Yes, there are. Yes. Yes, Raju. Hello. So, which is the best title? Give a title for this paragraph. First of all, let's eliminate. Yes, let's eliminate the unwanted option and let's eliminate option B. The passage is not at all saying about diet or any survival. So B is eliminated. Yes, option B is eliminated. And one more option, that is option C. C is also eliminated. Yes, option C is also eliminated. The blood supply and the brain, a reciprocal dependence. It's not about blood supply and the brain. Okay. And again, three options are there: neurotransmitters, amino acids, and neurotransmitters. The effect of food intake on the production and release of serotonin. And what will be the correct answer? Yes, option E is the correct answer. The passage is saying about Some recent findings on the effects of food intake on the production and release of serotonin. Okay, is that clear? Going to the second question. Let's see the second question. According to the passage, the speed with which tryptophan is provided to the brain cells of a rat varies with the dash. Amount of protein present in a meal, concentration of serotonin in the brain before a meal, concentration of leucine in the blood rather than on the concentration of tyrosine in the blood after a meal, concentration of tryptophan in the brain before a meal, number of serotonin containing neurons present in the brain before a meal. So find the answer. You have 1 minute time. Yes, go for the correct answer. Yes, yes, yes. So what's the answer? What's the answer? Yes, what's the answer? It's option A is the correct answer. Okay. Option A is the correct answer. Amount of protein present in a meal. That's the answer. Okay. Amount of protein present in a meal. Yes. The speed with which tryptophan is provided to the brain cells of a rat varies with the amount of protein present in a meal. That's the answer. Moving to the third one. According to the passage, when the authors began their first studies, they were aware that dash. Yes. They would eventually need to design experiments that involve feeding rats high concentrations of protein. Tryptophan levels in the blood were difficult to monitor with accuracy. Serotonin levels increased after rats were fed meals rich in tryptophan. There were many neurotransmitters whose production was dependent on metabolic processes elsewhere in the body. Serotonin levels increased after rats were injected with large amount of tryptophan. Yes. So what's the answer? Go for the answer, correct answer. What's the answer? Yes. Yes. What's the answer? It is option E. Serotonin levels increased after rats were injected with a large amount of tryptophan. That's the answer. Okay. I'm moving to the fourth question. Yes. According to the passage, one reason that the authors gave rat carbohydrates was to dash. Yes, was to dash. Depress the rats' tryptophan levels, prevent the rats from contracting diseases, cause the rats to produce insulin, demonstrate that insulin is the most important substance secreted by the body, compare the effect of carbohydrates with the effect of proteins. Yes, four options are there. Sorry, five options are there. For this, I will show you the passage again. Okay. Yes. Just scan the paragraph. Then you can find out the answer. Yes, so have you find the answer? Then we can answer the question. According to the passage, one reason that the authors gave rats carbohydrate was to yes, cause the rats to produce insulin. Why? It is clearly given here. We gave the rats, see the yes, second last sentence. We gave the rats a carbohydrate containing meal that we knew would elicit insulin secretion. Okay, so producing insulin. Yes. And moving to the fifth question, according to the passage, the more protein a rat consumes, the lower will be the dash. A ratio of the rat's blood tryptophan concentration to the amount of serotonin produced and released in the rat's brain. A ratio of the rat's blood tryptophan concentration to the concentration in its blood of the other amino acids contained in the protein. Ratio of the rat's blood tyrosine concentration to its blood leucine concentration, number of neurotransmitters of any kind that the rat will produce and release, number of amino acids the rat's blood will take. Okay, so 5 options are there. Go for the correct answer. Yes, check the correct answer. What's the answer? Yes, fifth question. What's the answer? Yes. Yes. For this answer, just go through the last sentences. Okay. I mean, last two, three sentences. Okay. Then you will get correct answer. So I think just find out the answer. Yes. Let's solve that question. What will be the answer? It is option B. Option B is the correct answer. It is clearly given in the passage. All these are direct questions, okay? So this passage is very easy. So that you got all direct questions, okay? Ratio of the rat's blood tryptophan concentration to the concentration in its blood of the other amino acids contained in the protein. It is directly given in the passage, okay? It's easy. Moving to the sixth one. The author's decision of the mechanism that provides blood tryptophan to the brain cells. Lines 31 to 32 is meant to dash, stimulate further research studies, summarize an area of scientific investigation, help explain why a particular research finding was obtained, provide supporting evidence for a controversial scientific theory, refute the conclusions of a previously mentioned research study. Yes. Let me show you the line. Yes, this is the line. The mechanism that provides blood tryptophan to the brain cells. So, read from the beginning up to the Louisa. Yes, just read, then you will get answer. Just read that area. Yes. Yes. Since protein contains tryptophan, why should it depress brain tryptophan level? The answer lies in the mechanism that provides blood tryptophan to the brain cells. Yes. So the same mechanism also provides the brain cells with other amino acids found in the protein. And what will be the answer? What does that line means or line meant to be? Why? Yes, what's the answer? Option E. Refute the conclusions of a previously mentioned research study. Yes, already an experiment was there and results were discussing. They were discussing the results. So refute the conclusions of a previously mentioned research study. That's the correct answer. Okay. Moving to the seventh one. According to the passage, an injection of insulin was more similar in its effect on rats to an injection of dash. Yes, that's very easy. Yes. What will be the answer? Yes. According to the passage, an injection of insulin was more similar in its effect on rats to an injection of tyrosine, leucine, blood, and tryptophan or protein. What's the answer? It is clearly given. And what's the answer? It is tryptophan. Okay. Moving to the eighth question. Yes. It can be inferred from the passage that which of the following would be least likely to be potential source of aid to a patient who was not adequately producing and releasing serotonin. So be careful while answering this question because the question is least likely. Okay, so least. It's not most likely, it's least likely. So while answering, be careful. Okay. It can be inferred from the passage that which of the following would be least likely. Okay. Don't get confused by least likely and most likely. Here it is least likely. Yes. So what is the answer? Meals consisting almost exclusively of protein, meal consisting almost exclusively of carbohydrates, meals that would elicit insulin secretion, meals that had very low concentrations of tyrosine, meals that had very low concentrations of leucine. Yes. What's the answer? Yes. What's the answer? It is very easy, so be careful. It is B would be least likely. Yes. Option A or B or C or D or E. What's the answer? Yes. Yes. It's option A. Meals consisting almost exclusively of protein. That's the correct answer. Okay. Moving to the ninth one, it can be inferred from the passage that the authors initially held which of the following hypothesis about what would happen when they fed large amounts of protein to rats. Yes. Again, four options. The rat's brain serotonin levels would not decrease. The rat's brain tryptophan levels would decrease. The rat's tyrosine levels would decrease less quickly than would their leucine levels. The rats would produce more insulin. The rats would produce neurotransmitters other than serotonin. Yes, what's the answer? Yes, what is the answer? What is the correct answer? Yes, what is the correct answer? Yes, five options are there. The rat's brain serotonin levels would not increase. The rat's brain tryptophan levels would decrease. The rat's tyrosine levels would decrease less quickly than would their leucine levels. The rats would produce more insulin. The rats would produce neurotransmitters other than serotonin. Okay, four options are there. Then what will be the correct answer? It is option A. A is the correct answer. Okay. So we have completed one passage. Okay, that was a very easy passage. And there is a homework question for you. That's the second passage. So avoid, yes, actually a page got duplicated. So avoid this page. This is the first paragraph and this is the second paragraph. Okay, just two paragraphs only. You can easily answer the question. Okay, so two paragraphs only, and I think 8 or 9 questions. I think 8 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes, just 8 questions only. So do solve this passage as a homework. Okay, and in the coming week we can discuss all those homeworks. Yes, so this is the first homework of the session, reading comprehension series. Okay, first homework. Yes, so you can do it. Yes, so it's time to wind up. Before winding up, I want to say something. Do practice maximum passages. Okay, we can also solve maximum passages. It will really help you. So do attend all the videos or all the live sessions. Okay, do watch all the videos. Do attend all the live sessions. Okay, and before winding up, let me remind you once again about the plus and iconic subscriptions. Yes, we have different plans. If you want priority, then go for iconic subscription. If you don't want priority, then go for plus subscription. Okay, and before purchasing, do apply my coupon code. Here's my coupon code, Reeba 10 RWA10. Okay, that's my coupon code. You can apply my coupon code for iconic subscription too. Here also we have different plans. Here also you can apply my coupon code Reeba10, so that you will get 10% discount. And the final one, report and win. Okay, what is report and win? Opportunity for all learners to report any inappropriate content in the video. Be the first one to report a particular issue to claim your prize. Report any inappropriate content using the form in the description. Okay, so if you find any inappropriate content in any of our videos, then you can report. And if your claim is correct, there's a chance to win a prize. Okay, so the link or the form to report inappropriate content is mentioned in my description box, in this video's description box. So do check the description box, and there we can see a lot of links. First one is my profile link, second one my playlist link, then next, yes, bank compact, SSC compact, bank subscription, SSC subscription, then educators feedback form is there. Also, bugs bounty program submission form is also there. Okay. Yes. So purchase any of the subscription. Do apply my coupon code before purchasing. And not really that, yes, there's an opportunity to report and win. Okay. So if you find any inappropriate content in any of our videos, then you can report. And if your claim is correct, then you will get prize. Okay. And that's all for the day. So don't forget about our homework. This one is our homework. So don't forget, first homework of the week. And this is the first homework of today's session of reading comprehension. This is the first homework of reading comprehension number 1. Okay. Yes. So 8 questions are there. Do solve that questions. The coming week, we can discuss all those homeworks. Okay. And it's time to wind up our session. So thank you. And if you haven't subscribed our channel, do subscribe our channel. And yes, while subscribing, you can find a bell icon like this. And if you click on that bell icon, you will get notified whenever we upload a video. Okay. And if you like this video, do like. Not really like. If you have any doubts, you can just comment. And if you find this video useful, not only for you, if you find this video useful to your friends also, then you can just share this video to your friends. And that's all. That's all for the day. Thank you and good night. Bye bye. All of you, take care. So don't forget about the homework. I'm saying it again. So please don't forget about the homework. That's very important. Yes, just one homework only, just one passage only, a very short passage, just two paragraphs only. So do solve that our homework question number 1. Okay, that's really really important. Then we can do practice maximum. Okay, do practice maximum. How much you can solve your passages, that's more good, that's much good for your exams. Okay, so don't forget, next week we can solve all those questions. This is homework number 1. Okay, so bye bye. Let's see. Tomorrow there's no class, so let's see day after tomorrow. Okay. Yes, so bye bye. Thank you.